Hey, thanks for checking out Mad Minds TV. If you're interested in burnout, how it can affect an individual or an organization, definitely stay till the end. The study being reviewed is called, paraphrasing from here, and the reference is below the video. The study starts off discussing burnout and its primary dimensions, which are exhaustion, cynicism, and inefficacy. But from here on out, instead of saying inefficacy, we're just going to say inefficiency. The authors then highlight the different models that have been created to identify burnout's cause and effects, as well as the history of the term itself. The term burnout actually became commonplace in the 1970s, but it actually became popular in 1961 based off a book that was written called A Burnout Case. It was a book about a professional that decided to call it because exhaustion, cynicism, and becoming inefficient, went off grid, moved to the jungle, and then just called it in general. And this is where the study of burnout came into play from a medical perspective, where they looked at emotions as well as interpersonal stressors and how those impact burnout. And then from there, it's moved into occupational areas by looking at work engagement as well as job design. And because of this, there's no standard definition for burnout, but there's a wide variety of opinions, and they all seem to be based around exhaustion, cynicism, and becoming inefficient, which focus on job characteristics, organization characteristics, as well as burnout itself by looking at job performance and overall health of the individual and health of the organization. And this takes us to the theoretical framework, which looks at situational factors and individual factors. It looks at workload, a person's workload. The second is control. The third is reward. The fourth is community. The fifth is fairness. And then the sixth is values. So personal workload is a person being overloaded with work, and do the skills that they have align with the work they're being asked to do. Control. How much control or autonomy does a person have over the work they're being asked to do and when they're being asked to do it? Reward is a person being fairly compensated for the work they're being asked to do. Community. Does a person feel a positive connection with the organization and the people they're working with? Fairness. How does the work impact self-worth and self-esteem? And then values. Does the person have different values than the organization they're working for? And to sum it up, there are three things a person or an organization can do to impact burnout in a positive manner. The first is the individual can develop professional and personal skills to deal with that increased workload and help change the feeling of burnout. And this is going to be more or less called resilience. From an organizational standpoint, the organization can adjust job design to try and help employees feel less burnout in that area. And this may be called evolution, or a combination of the two. Individuals can get stronger, become more resilient, and organizations can evolve. And then when you put the two together, that may have a different impact or an increased impact from a positive standpoint. However, this is how I interpreted the study. You do me a favor, you read it, and let me know if you interpreted it differently than I. Thanks for checking out Mad Minds TV, and thanks for being awesome. Stay mad, stay sharp, be well. Thanks again, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.